I've had a busy day, kind of trying to keep my nose above water. I've been encouraged by your papers that you have submitted so far, and the sense that you've really thought through some of those issues that we were tackling in week one. Week two is another very interesting and wrestling concept of how does my church relate to its community. Uh, and we have some excellent resources. We have the six chapters, chapter 6 to 11 in Crouch, but also a classic article by Paul Hebert that you can see the date is a few years back, but he calls it con- contextual critical contextualization. I'll get the title eventually, but he will make your head swim as you think through the various issues. And then a great video talking about your church and its culture. How do we relate to it? Are we to stay away from it totally? Or are we to accommodate to it? How do we relate to that? And then we have two very valuable assignments. One is uh, how can your church leadership equip and motivate, two aspects, congregants to build relationships with people within the church community, around the church, and or in the community where they live. Now, I don't think you ought to say, I think that if they would give a Lexus away to the person who did it best, I don't think that's a good idea. But you know, there's no automatic answers, but you can make it personal to your congregation. How do you equip and motivate? Lots of churches do great about equipping, but they don't motivate people to do anything. So this is a crucial paper, uh, 3 or 4 pages, to think through those various aspects, be specific, and be sure that you cite at least two course resources out of Crouch or the video, and two scripture verses to demonstrate the biblical answer that you are seeking to challenge your leadership and membership with. That's assignment one. Assignment two is to build on Hebert's article and to write a 2-page paper that you're going to take his material and show how you will implement this into your own congregation. You're to deal with the how to do it, and then 4 important questions. When would you initiate this evaluation? 2, how would you recruit people to participate with you? 3, what might be the biggest challenge you would face in seeking to implement such a evaluation? And 4, what would be the possible benefits? So it's taking the theory, putting it into your own ministry context. And then our discussion board is a great one because I think it's one that we don't think about. Discuss indicators for your church leaders and congregants to critique whether your church is accommodated too much or too little to their community culture. Discuss the positive options of developing and maintaining a Christ-honoring model. Cite models from the New Testament to support your position. Out of my pastoral experience, I see that this is a crucial issue, and it's a tension that I don't think you ever outgrow. It's always asking that question. Are we accommodating too much or too little? Are we blending in with the culture, good parts of it and bad parts? Or are we isolating ourselves? So lots to think about this week. Have a great week.